Yeah, it's John G. Sutton here. Tales from the jails. I just seeing the news today. There's a case of a young man called George Paget, who has recently been sentenced to 26 weeks imprisonment, suspended for 12 months, along with 500 hours community service and various fines and all the rest of it. And the judge said that he could not sentence him to direct imprisonment because, according to the Ministry of Justice, the prisons are full. Really? I mean, how many people have we got in prison? 98,000, something like that. Going back a few years when I was in the prison service, we had 38,000. That's how many inmates we had in the prison service. And today we've got nearly 100,000 and building more prisons. Where will we stop? Well, I don't think we're going to stop too soon because they're making more and more offences. Have you seen what they've done with society now? They've turned Britain into the biggest open prison in the world. Everywhere you go, the CCTV cameras. Believe this or believe this not, they're hiding microphones in traffic lights at junctions to record the decibels of vehicles that are going through. And if your vehicle exceeds certain decibels, then you'll be prosecuted because they've got the evidence there that's been gathered by the microphones that they've hidden, and you're going to get that. Yeah, they've got super cameras now that can tell whether you're wearing a seat belt, or you can also be fined for wearing a scarf and a woolly hat, apparently. And they've got cameras that can do that. It is, in effect, a panopticon. The whole country has become a prison. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't particularly want to live in a prison. I don't want to have my every movement scrutinised by the government, which it is. Apparently, you go out to London, you'll appear on maybe 1,000 different CCTV cameras, and a lot of these are monitored by a HQ that can actually piece together your activities. So let's say that there is seriously, I know that this is the case. Yeah, let's say there's an incident in Leicester Square in London, and they can find out exactly who it was. They have face recognition cameras. So that they can say, right, face recognition, we know who this is, trace that person, and they've got computer systems that will go automatically search through all the CCTV camera records, and they're not on film now, they're all digitalized. So you are, in effect, a number. But let me tell you this, I'm not a number, I'm a free man. Yeah, the prisoner said that. Who am I? You are number 4. Who is number 1? You are number 4. Yeah, in other words, you yourself are the boss. But what can you do about this? Everywhere you go. And listen, in the town of Oxford, they have just decided, the local authority, that they're going to issue permits. So Oxford is going to be divided into 4 sections, and section 1 cannot travel to section 3 or 2 or 4 without a permit. And the permits are in a car, you see, and the permits are only issued for 100 days a year. So for 2/3 or more of the year, you are effectively a prisoner of your own section. You know, your own parish, so to speak. Now, how diabolical is that? That's happening now. And if it's happening in Oxford, where next? Manchester? I mean, Manchester is extending its remit there. As I say, the Operation Vulcan now, they're going to knock down all the old warehouses, completely demolish half of Cheetham Hill and the Strangeways area of Manchester, Bury Old Road, Cheetham Hill Road, Southall Street, all that. Knock it all down flat and rebuild it with highly expensive projects that bring in a lot of rates for the local authority, because they've obviously been offered a lot of money for this by probably the Chinese, if you ask me. But we won't know, will we? We won't get asked, yeah, because we're prisoners, yeah. You are number 4, yeah. Seriously, that's what's happening. And the prisons are full. I believe that there's a solution to the prisons being full. Release the buggers. Yeah, not all of them, but anybody who's got less than 3 months to serve, you know, maybe when it comes time for the coronation of King Charles, it would be an idea to celebrate that by releasing all inmates who have got less or 3 months or less to serve at that point in time. That'll clear out 10, 15,000 people from the system, and they're not going to make a great deal of difference. And listen, you've already turned Great Britain into a prison, so you know where they are. You could tag them if you want, don't need to tag them. You've got face recognition, we're all been bloody tagged. That's where we're at. Anyway, this guy in London spit in the face of a police constable, spit in his eye, and who knows what infectious diseases George Paget was carrying, but at 30 years old he got 26 weeks imprisonment, suspended for a year. And he's not going to jail because, according to the judge, the jails are full, yeah? Would he do that if I hadn't paid my local authority rates? Would he? I don't think so. If I hadn't paid my TV licence, would I get away with that? No. Straight to jail. You're a bad man. We can't have people doing things like that in society. Or walk your dog in the park against local bylaws. Can't have that. Straight to jail. Anyway, somebody requested that I sing, so now I gotta go. It's song dinger time, folks. Sounds like an alarm bell, doesn't it? It is, because I believe that this singing stuff is alarming. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you look at other channels, which I sincerely believe you think you should do, you can look at True Crime Channel with Darren G. Yeah, you'll see that there's a big interview I did yesterday with Darren G. Lasts about an hour. Myself, Darren G. and Sean Atwood. Yeah, that's on the Darren G. True Crime Real Time is the name of his channel. And it will also be shown on the Sean Atwood channel, True Crime. And that's going up on the 16th. But you can see it today on the Darren G channel. It was quite interesting. I sincerely hope it was interesting. Anyway, I'm now going to sing you a song. Well, I'm not going to sing, am I? Let's be perfectly honest. This ain't singing. This is The Mutilation of Music by John G. Sutton. This is a track called Isn't It Grand Boys? And I originally heard it by I believe it was by the Dubliners when I heard it, yeah. So this is Isn't It Grand Boys? Yeah, Isn't It Grand, actually, yeah. It is quite, actually. I've been there a few times, near-death experiences, but this is about what it's like when you've shuffled off your mortal coil and you're looking back and watching what's happening. Look at the coffin with golden handles. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Let's not have a sniffle, let's have a bloody good cry, and always remember the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. Look at the flowers, all bloody withered. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Let's not have a sniffle, let's have a bloody good cry, and always remember the longer you live, the sooner you'll bloody well die. There's some more words to that, but I can't quite put my hands on them. Anyway, somebody asked me to sing a Johnny Mathis song. Chances or something. I had a look at it. It's just too sweet for my voice, you know. I can sing Moon River. I'll give you that a go if you want. You want to go? All right. Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Anyway, I've obviously gone right round that bend. Yeah, seriously, folks. It's Tales from the Jails. Thank you very much.